There's moments where you're not going to feel so good. It's about finding that voice of yours and sticking to it, Julia says. Aloe wished she had €1 for every time her sister provided family therapy and another for the time he was leaving and never coming back. There's fishnet tops below her sails and there's makeup on his pocketed mask. His pants scattered and his skin silent. The night is bare. He's lying through her pain and forgets the mark on his back. She's back in bed while she stares into the invisible emptiness. The house dark with closed curtains and the eyes to the wall open, away from sleep. How did you say he's your man, she thinks. Now she can't find the body to leave. Their presence now tears a sleeve. She folds her thighs and cries herself to sleep. Quiet tears for Aloe. After she asks him to stay up and speak, when she wakes up, it's all bland. I'll fix this. It's up to me. He tells her that she's on his mind and there's nowhere ever he'll ever find such a place like she, such a goddess like her, such a warmth like thee. Black turns to pale, leaves change from green to amber, then auburn frail. Her feet, like the stems falling from branches. In the car park, like seasons they've changed, as her efforts trail flat on the pave. Hands out cold on the stone, cradling the remnants of his phone, along with names she doesn't know. In the replacement of his body, she called her own. From fish bowls to concrete, breathing underwater, then starved dry. With a letter on the other hand that now fails to blanket her thighs. So does he really love me so? She wonders. Fishnet laces wrap below. I'm hung out with wise, while the seagull's wings blow. Scene 1. Okay, guys, that's one of the first potential scene from a book I'm writing. The book is writing itself pretty much, just from moments and experiences, and pretty much what I was talking about in these moments was kind of like the tortured soul and like the restrictions I was of a fishbowl, like being like a fish and you're trapped in a bowl, and also that concept of like many fish in the sea, you know? So Aloe, which is the name of the character that I'm talking about that is in this relationship, if you'd caught that, she wears fishnets and her fishnet tops are below the sails, like they're below what you can see, you know? And the fishnet is kind of like a symbolism, this kind of type of clothing for me when I was thinking about it. I don't know why. Fishnets are used to capture fish. So it's weird and funny in the sense and kind of just interesting how this is a type of clothing for females. So I wanted to use that and use that as a symbolism of how she's being trapped in this net that she wears. And the net also symbolizes the relationship and symbolizes the partner that she's with, you know? And also a few other things that I liked to add in this kind of scene was just like that the silence when the night is bare, you know, he doesn't say much, you know, and she's just there up all night, and even down to her like cradling her phone like the next day, just as she like lies on the concrete. She's not even lying on the grass, she's just debilitated with all this feeling, and she's holding on the phone with like and looking at remnants of messages from her partner and all these kind of things, and behind her there's a backdrop of literally the scenes changing, like the leaves falling from the trees and just all this sorts of like just emotion in the atmosphere, you know. That's what I really wanted to kind of depict in that scene, and the whole fishbowl, like she was trapped, like the environment was like a fishbowl, you know, and before she was able to breathe underwater in what seemed like an exciting entry into this new world, but she didn't know it was actually a bowl of of a trap, you know. And then that turned, and then it grew into her being starved dry and being on the pavement, you know. But yeah, that's the first scene of this book that is writing itself. I'm lucky enough to be just getting all these kind of moments and scenes just throughout inspiration and throughout my experiences of writing and reading and just like trying to piece together bits, you know. But I really hope I can get this book out in the near future. But you know, we can't really push inspiration. You can just like work on it every day, you know, but those sparks have to come about themselves. And I like it when I wake up in the morning and I just like get that spark and I'm like, oh, here it is. Like this is the scene. It's just it's like I'm inside the book myself and I'm just like talking to the characters and they're telling me, you know, what's going on and stuff. Even the name Aloe came on its by its own. I don't know why. I thought the word. I was like aloe. I was like, damn, that's a nice sound. That's a nice sound to it. And then Julia was her sister, so I was like, that's a good like two kind of like a family, like two siblings. You know, I was like, that sounds cool. And then I haven't quite found the name of the male character which is Aloe's partner yet, but that is soon yet going to be pieced together. But yeah. Peace out, and yeah, hopefully we can get this book done and you can hear the story furthermore. Oh yeah, one last thing. I actually remember how I got the name Julia. It was because I listened to this band called Angus and Julia Stone, and every time I kind of like, I don't know, it came to me. I was like, man, Julia, that's a nice name. I like that band as well, and I was like, that's a really cool name. I could see in this book because I like the some of the scenes that they have in some of their music videos, just kind of like is what I was seeing, even with the Julia for me, even with knowing that band and where they shot some of their videos, where it's like in a forest, like during autumn as the leaves were changing, and stuff like that. That's what kind of came into my head. So I guess now Julia in my head was kind of like that autumn look, you know, that green to like orangey and auburn and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where it came from. It's kind of interesting how the brain works, isn't it? Like how it all pieces things together. But check out that band actually, Angus and Julia Stone. They've got like really good music. Really good. So yeah, finally, peace out and enjoy your week. And